69-year-old June Tare was one of the vendors who were driven away by MMDA's clearing operations in Baclaran on Monday. A day after, he's back on the street as if nothing happened.
Tumantara tuwing December, ito talaga ang hanap buhay namin. Kumikita kami, babawi man lamang dahil sa oras na hindi kami magtinda, wala talaga kaming man kabuhay namin sa pamilya namin.
He earns an average of 300 pesos a day by selling gift wrappers and bags for the holiday season. Other illegal vendors like June are also back, selling garments, bags, watches, shoes, slippers, tools, wares, and food. Illegally parked vehicles like delivery vans, private cars, motorcycles, and pedicabs are also back in the area. Tobias Arellano, a 52-year-old pedicab driver, says he takes home about 300 to 400 pesos a day. But the clearing operations barred him from plying his usual route on FB Harrison. At the end of the day, he earned a measly 40 pesos.
Wala ko kami kinita kapon. Konti lang, mayroon mga 40, ganun lang. Ay, tiyaga lang po yan.
Just like June, Tobias also needs to feed his 3 children.
Ay, dito po kami naghanap buhay eh. Pero pag pinapalis naman, umalis din kami po.
Aside from vendors and pedicab drivers, traders are also affected by what they call MMDA's heartless clearing operations. Mel Rebadilla has been buying garment products in Baclaran for 10 years now. He always parks his car on the side street, but he says he was forced to park as far as Rojas Boulevard.
Mapipilitan kami magpark sa Rojas Boulevard. Yung boy ngayon ang mag-aakot, mas malayo, mas malaki hinihingi ng boy.
This means more hassle for his small business where every peso counts. Authorities admit they can't guard the streets from illegal vendors and vehicles 24/7 due to limitations in manpower.
Hindi naman po namin kaya na tutukan nandoon na lang po kami. Lalo na po ngayon na medyo kinikipit na po tayo ng panahon, kailangan din namin lumipat pa sa mga ibang lugar na hindi pa namin nakiklear.
MMDA's Ed Lara also criticizes the lack of cooperation from local governments in what's supposed to be a shared task.
Hinahanap namin na yung parte naman po nila, nagampanan po nila na yung pagtulong sa pag-maintain ng orderliness to sa lugar.
The MMDA says it's up to local governments to decide on what will happen to the vendors and pedicab drivers after APEC. For now, it's seeking everyone's cooperation.
Yun na rin po sa mga citizenry natin na dineclare naman pong holiday itong 4 na araw ng APEC, kung pwede po, na iwasan na rin nila lumabas.
And people like June and Tobias can only hope that they will be allowed to resume work after the meeting of world leaders tackling inclusive growth. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.